The reading intelligences. Okay, hi you guys. It's Professional High Priestess. I'm just here to do a proof of chaos because I didn't get to do that earlier. We did our coding tutorial. I encourage everyone to go watch that last code tutorial, part one and part two. There's a lot of information in there, especially regarding SRIZR, which is the Anchor Watt system for managing electricity in coding. So there's been so much that's been going on, you guys, because everyone's getting caught up with what they were doing. So essentially, what ended up happening was 2 years ago, no, sorry, in 2018, I started getting stalked and harassed with spell work and gang stalking because I didn't know that there was a big plot and plan for a few specific purposes. One, to test on people genetically. Two, to steal the land of a bunch of Nigerians and other Africans. And three, to try to find a new chemical server because their Fortran algo system wasn't working and it was like going too far. So what ended up happening here was I ended up coming into this realization in 2021 after the court cases and stuff like that of what was going on because I got uploaded to virtual reality. So now what's happening here is everyone's getting fired, everyone's getting killed, everyone's getting sued, losing their money because of what they were doing. So a lot of the whites in this round of chaos, they lost all their money. All the money that they stole had to go back to the banks, had to go back to the different like cities and states that they stole from. And now there's like a big thing about who's been stealing money and how they've been stealing it because where are you getting all this money from for investment opportunities? So now something that's coming out is it was quiet in tech for a while with investments and people doing fundraising, and now it's kicking back up where people are coming out with 50 million here, 60 million here, and everyone's complaining about Cash App money going missing from their Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal, which the feds refuse to answer to. So I wanted to just show you guys some of the things that have been really going on here and just let you know that it's really, really chaotic right now because of everything that's happening with these people and playing with people's bank account and stealing a bunch of money. CBS fires 800 people. Okay, everyone's getting fired still. There's a big ass leak in the economy, a hole in the economy. And they're going to have to talk about where they're getting all this money when there's no economy. Everyone's getting fired and no one has money. So where are you getting all this money from? Right. So now what's going to end up happening is those systems are breaking anyways for stealing money or laundering money. And they're just going to have a bunch of money in their bank account with the point of origin of none. But they don't know that there have been a bunch of investigators watching my channel that know how to go into the back end of these different systems. And they know how to like track transactions and track how the databases and the servers were split up to run alternate coding systems, alternate code to run backend hacking and things like that to move money to alternate databases. They don't know that that's come out now. So now we're here with it. And this is going to cause like another drama where people are going to start to find out where this is actually coming from, where the money's coming from and who's doing what. Okay. So BlackRock is on a prohibited asset manager list. This is very, very, very serious because BlackRock is one of the biggest asset managers in America. An asset manager is like they manage large amounts of money for like wealthy people, stuff like that. They help people hide money, etc. But they're on a banned list in Texas, meaning something has gone on here where people are starting to come out and not play into the game. This is very serious for you guys to see this. If you work in any type of like wealth management, if you work in the bank, they are like where people want to go work. Like if you become a bank teller, you want to go to BlackRock after. Those are the type of big jobs that people from Bank of America, people from Wells Fargo and stuff like that, they want to go work at those companies, not vice versa. Exactly. So this is like the continuation of that whole money market, Merrill Lynch and stuff like that. So what's happening here is a lot of the money is getting taken out of people's account, and then they're going through court cases and a bunch of other shit, laundered money stealing from the cartel. Yeah, so Russia was recruiting people from Nepal to come in India to come to Russia to fight, and they're leaving. But there's also something here where Russia was kidnapping people. There's something that I saw here a few days ago. Russia was kidnapping people to come and work in their companies. Let me see. Let me just pull this up on my computer. Russia kidnap Ukraine. Okay. Okay. Russia. Yeah. Okay. So basically, what they were doing was kidnapping people from Ukraine that can work in computers and things like that because of what happened in Russia. I'm gonna go ahead and find this article, or I may have shown this in the other proof of chaos where this was going on. I wanted to talk about this. Research misconduct has universities scrambling to protect themselves. There was something where there was over 17,000 levels of data, 17,000 research studies that had to be retracted because they were inaccurate. Paramount Global lays off 800 people. Where you get this money from? Okay. Yeah, two of them played with Drake, Jamaicans. They got caught playing in Ontario, Toronto, playing with human trafficking. Uh, Look at this too. A company losing 93% of its stock value. And okay, so if that's the case, where people are losing their stock value and people are losing their companies, then then how do we go ahead and make sure that we have an economy? There is no economy. So people are starting to find out that they manipulated the stock market, that they're playing hella games, that they're starting a bunch of chaos, and that there is no money in their companies at all. They're waiting for the next big thing, which is what we're doing that everyone else is going to go off and do. Everyone's going to have their own piece in it. The new economy belongs to black and brown people. That's done. Okay. Yeah, former Apple engineer gets prison time for stealing information to go start a Chinese startup. Yep, it's happening big now. People have infiltrators in their companies and stuff like that. Because another thing that was happening was they were using this technology that I'm telling you about, because it manipulates it. It attempts to manipulate your consciousness into, oh, you fed me human meat, but I'll go ahead and do what you say. Oh, your family's horrible and black, let's do business. Why not? That's the type of stuff that was happening. People were waking up to it. Like, oh, you went to go play with magic, you're glamoring, you're using a technology to spy too. And that's how this all blew up. So a lot of people are finding this out in their company. Yeah, look at this. They're looking for Hive and ransomware leaders, but they're all Russian. So it's other Russians and Ukrainians like, oh, don't tell on us here. We're going to give you an opportunity to like make money by telling. And this got shut down this week. I just wanted to tell you guys that this is so done. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you that what's happening here with Delaware is they have to go through all the fake LLCs and C corp filings, and they're destroying all these companies. So because they were trying to get tax breaks and stuff like that by opening up a company there, not paying any taxes and stuff like that, and then running around like creating businesses and making money off of people of color by stealing from us and not paying taxes elsewhere and debilitating the economy. So Elon Musk is telling everyone to move their taxes, move their C corp because of what's going on. So now what's happening here is something else is going to come out with this is Elon Musk is getting sued because Twitter has not paid their rent. What? Just wait. Yeah. Catherine Herridge fired as mass layoff hits CBS. Yeah, they're all getting fired. Yeah, weight loss drug Ozempic is now dangerous and killing people. There's something that's going to come up with Ford cars, Ford Explorers, and different police-looking cars not being sold to the public anymore because people were buying them specifically to play as the police. Yeah, Putin wants a ceasefire now. Well, they planned it the whole time and they backfired. Yeah, three DC police officers shot this week. Yeah, people are on a rampage. They're going bad on people. Yeah, Hunter Biden's phone had cocaine, pictures of crack cocaine, and a bunch of other shit. And that's who's in the White House. Whites are psychopaths. This doctor, I want to say, this man, Dante King, he wrote a book about how white people are psychopathic and schizophrenic, and whiteness is a type of mental illness. And they're stalking and harassing him right now. But I encourage you guys to go look into his work because everything that he's saying can be used in psychological evaluations of white people that are currently getting arrested over this whole testing on genetic testing on black people for to play with the computer. NHS doctor commits suicide, India. Once again, I keep on showing you guys this. Yeah, look at this. This just happened in San Mateo. A husband, he works at Facebook. His husband and wife and their son's dead. I'm telling you guys, it's go time. You're playing on that computer, starting shit, tracking people's Facebook and things like that. You're gonna get hit. This is from Zach Choi, and people are looking for where he is. Here, look at the market that he got this meat at. Okay, thank you, because people are really looking for him and his family for what they've been getting started. U.S. Drug shortage, cancer treatment, children medicine, antibiotics, and cold medicine missing because they're using it to like sensitize their dick to go molest children in the computer and upload children to go play in the computer and blasting shit in the sky. Okay, so there we go. So now, yeah, a CHP officer surge in Oakland results in 71 arrests. Are these arrests that are brand new, or are these arrests that you should have been doing and now you're doing them because you just realized that you can't get paid? Because a lot of what's going on right here with these police, all of a sudden they're trying to do their job and answer the phones and do this and do that. It's because they stopped getting paid. They thought that was a joke. Okay. This is the one that's going to get the cartel going. California Department of Healthcare Services has given CIBHS $400 million to invest in children and youth behavior health. Is it also building mental health jails for children that are in foster care and stuff like that so you can traffic them? That's where this money's going. There's 3 people that already got put on the list that they're completely like disqualified from this. Yes, several people that were playing with the California endowment. It's 2 fiscal sponsorships. If anyone's affiliated with these fiscal sponsors or once were, they're not coming in. And Social Good Fund is one of them. If you are involved with that California endowment with the gang stalking and playing with spell work in any way, shape, or form, you're straight getting defunded. And something got put on LinkedIn this week that was very, very like obvious to the fact that everyone in racial justice funding, public health, racial justice, social justice, they got defunded. Yeah, I'm going to show you. Yes, Ford councils explore hybrid cells to public as the police get the output. I told you. There were 2 of these articles where they were talking about Ford Explorer sales are going to stop going to the public so that they can go ahead and sell this stuff to the police instead because of what was going on. Yeah, because people were buying these cars and then pretending to be the police. Yes, you guys, they were painting the cars, doing all kinds of shit, buying the blinkers and the lights, starting hella shit. Yeah, you remember that came out when I was in LA. So look at the result of it now. Okay, we won't sell to the public now. Yeah, because the police really got on that one. That's one thing that they were going to try to do. They caught hella people playing in the cartel with that one. Woo. Yeah, why would Oakland get $267 million for retail? And Oakland doesn't have a mall? No, they don't. Oakland has like Eastmont Mall, but that's not much. Where are people stealing from? Okay, thank you. Because they're going to figure out that half this money is being split up between white people that have no job. Another Honduran man busted for selling fentanyl in San Francisco. Why is it Honduras that you're focused on? Because the last time I checked, this fentanyl was coming from whites. None of this stuff, this fentanyl, none of this is coming from Spanish America at all. It's not. It's coming from whites and it's coming from the Asians that are getting it from space. Okay. Okay, let's look. Yeah, 4 shot in drive-by shooting. You guys remember I talked about this on my YouTube, how every trap phone in Atlanta is tapped, and how because of this tapping of phones, with the white man that was that they play in their family sexually that was harassing me. I told you that they run an organization. Oh, we're trying to get people out of jail, but they're actually going into jail playing, uploading people, spying on people, and starting shit. That's why they moved to the East Coast. Yes. They were once in California, downtown Oakland. The president of the company, she left. She's at Nike now. Yes, she's at Nike. She left. And then what ended up happening was they went to the East Coast. Then they started this whole thing where Kim Kardashian is going to become a lawyer. Do you notice how that backfired? Okay, thank you, because their family is banned from that whole entire field. They were only going there because they couldn't find lawyers and they thought that they were going to like use their money and use their dad's clout, their stepdad to try to get close to whites. To try to win cases and stuff like that because they kept on losing court cases because they're goofy. This was taken on February 14th. The day before, I just talked about how that had gone started. That same night, this same night, the February 14th was that day. That same night that I talked about this in Atlanta, about how Quavo robbed and a few other people, somebody heard that and they went to go slide on this school and shot these 4 boys that play games. I'm not saying it's right, and that, but I feel like with this, if you're young and you're playing in that game, because a lot of people watch my channel, you need to be careful with who you're working for because you don't know the back end story. And this is how this shit got like really lit in Memphis, Tennessee, with Yo Gotti. And what happened with Yo Gotti, how he was recruiting young people to go and fight for him and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, but we work for him and stuff like that. He can't be an op because he pays us. Yeah, but you don't know why he's paying you. He's paying you to try to get into your hood so you can go talk to your big homie and try to get him some protection because he did something in your hood. Stuff like that. You need to be careful with that. And that's what this is showing right here. They shot instantly. 4 people got shot. Oh, yeah. Sued. Elon Musk. Twitter. Twitter is now X. They got sued because they don't have any money to pay their rent. So if they don't have any money to pay their rent, what are they talking about with Cybertruck? That's all shit that they hope that you pay your bill and they hope that you like go ahead and get a lease and stuff like that and that money can come in like and trickle in and stuff like that. But for the most part, they're not really making any money because of what they've been doing and how they've been starting shit. Paramount Global. Yeah, somebody else today. He was independent board director, media executive, high up in the company since 1998. Yeah, fired because they have no money. The CEO of Medical Delta Medical Center at Sutter Health. Wait, hold on. Didn't I tell you that they were looking for new chief operating officers? Yes, they're looking for a new CEO. Yes, you guys, I'm telling you, they were switching people's kids at birth and they were playing with Cheong and organ trafficking. Speaking of fucking organ trafficking, baby, Philly got hit. Philly got hit so badly. Where's this at? 15 residents in limbo as surgical residency program loses accreditation. Pennsylvania-based Crozer Health is appealing the shutdown of its general surgery residency program. It's basically after you get out of medical school, you have to go do a residency. And these people were going ahead, and what they were doing was they were playing with organ trafficking and playing with Xiong. Yes, yes, yes. So they lost their accreditation. There's like several university hospitals that are losing their ability to like actually have people come and train and then give them their degrees and stuff like that in medicine. Didn't I tell you there's going to be a big ass thing where a lot of these different schools, their program gets disaccredited? I told you that this is like blowing the fuck up because they were playing on my fucking channel and they were playing with me in virtual reality and it got exposed. This all started blowing up in the last year and a half because in the virtual reality, I was like, okay, so you want to upload us in virtual reality, so let people have their voice heard. So now they're trying to figure out how to offload me, make it seem like this never happened, not pay me, but still stalk and harass me, but still pay me because they were ordered to, and then still run around and like just go have sex with your mom and just say that that's all you know how to do, and that's fine because that's all they do and that's all they can do. Right. So now this is coming out. So they basically what's happening here is all the different doctors that are currently training to get their like degree and finish their residency, it's been disaccredited. So they're gonna go have to find a different school, and this school can no longer teach surgical surgery. They can no longer teach surgery. There's a few schools involved with this school and other places all across the United States that are looking for, that are getting shut down and they can no longer teach a certain program. There's somebody that went running around with my work. The California Endowment tried to fund her to do my holistic health work. It backfired so badly. Not only is she not doing her residency, she's not allowed to because something came up with an email that went to UCSF about my work, how they were stealing my work, playing on my Google fucking Drive, starting shit with Cheong and switching people's kids at birth. And somebody saw how they were like basically trying to defund me, play with my name, even though I knew what I was doing. How I opened a health clinic at 20 something, and I got hired to be the director of Hive Health Clinic at UCSF when I was like 26. Yes, and somebody was talking about that and how they were hacking my fucking Google Drive and starting a bunch of bullshit. And this is how this all blew up. And she straight got put out that school, and that school is straight under review. Their program is getting disaccredited. Their medical school. So it doesn't matter if you graduate from the program, you're gonna have to fight to go find your residency. And then even then, when you graduate, people still won't get you from that program because that program is blacklisted. Your degree won't matter. It's just like how some of you guys don't know that you're going to school to become a social worker, but your social work program is not accredited to be able to take like the California state tests for even LFMT, let alone for having a specific behavioral health. It's like a behavioral health provider number or something like that. Yeah. Yes, a lot of you guys don't know that you have to get that accreditation, and a lot of schools they lost it. Why? Because a lot of people that they're blacklisted, their family is fucking blacklisted. They were going into these programs, finishing these programs so they can go work at these different companies or organizations, and they were starting hella fucking drama. So the program ended up getting hit like, oh, they all apply for that school, they all go to this school because they know that they'll get in, and then they get their degree and go work in these different places and start a bunch of shit. You guys have no clue how many people got fucking fired, how many people got hit for playing with me. The next one is victim of a crime. They're getting straight raided. You're gonna see so many people on their knees with guns to their head. It's so done for. I told you they did this in New York. You think I'm joking? Look at this. The chief of fire in New York, San Francisco, New York Fire Department. Yeah, they raided his house. Several of them. Oh, this is different. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up. It's probably gonna come up in this. Woo. You guys ain't knowing. Uber drivers protest unfair wages. Yeah, because a lot of people got kicked off Uber with something that just happened in the cartel. Hella people just got kicked off Uber. A lot of people just got hit Cyborgia too. They're trying to get Russia and Ukraine out of this country. Woo, I'm telling you, you guys have no clue. The feds have been on their ass. Every single last outlet. Didn't I tell you in this new season that we're going to, you're going to be able to have access? The karmic is not. I'm telling you, even down to EBT, I'm telling you right now, so many people are getting hit. It's done for. Now, Pitch Global and this one, Spark Capital and Pillar VC. Where are you getting $53 million from? Right. Because no one has any money. And weren't you told to cease and desist funding? Okay. Celebrate Black Joy with astrology and shit like that. Isn't this what we're talking about with the California Endowment? Right. But isn't this what we're talking about though? Do you see what I'm talking about? How they're like are trying to write off this like, oh, we're not the ones starting shit. Yeah, it's unfortunate. She's super cool, but I don't really know what's going on with that. But I heard that I was from this federation, and I heard that I was working with Huey in space. That's what these bitches are going out and doing. That's what they're trying to like glamour everybody. No, that's not true. You're gonna see we're working behind the scenes because they got caught switching people's kids at birth and feeding people human fucking meat. Thank you. This one too, Prepley. Where did you get the money from? And aren't you supposed to be in Ukraine? Didn't you get deported already? How are you back in the States? Ooh. RW3 Venture Fund. Where did you get this money from? Thank you. FBI raids FDNY headquarters, the home of fire chiefs. I told you. Okay, something serious. Somebody's really getting smacked out because of what's going on right now. So I just wanted to let you guys know that this is what's happening. OpenAI shuts down China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea accounts. I told you. Now, some of you guys are looking at this whole thing with Superbase. Superbase is OpenAI, ChatGTP, etc. So the people that made ChatGTP and all that, they're not trying to tell you that they created Superbase. It's like a group of them that are doing it because they all work together, all of them. So when they make it seem like, oh, we're one company, they're this one and that one, they're all the same company operating under the same umbrella. They all do the same thing. Okay. So I just wanted to tell you guys this. This is very serious that this is happening. They finally got hit. Yeah, Broward Sheriff Sergeant arrested at Miami because he had coca because they were going around arresting people, starting shit, playing games, and taking their weight. Ooh. Whoa. In a minute, there's going to be a way that you can find out if this is making it back to the street. Now, because you guys are trying to recharge me, making it seem like I'm still like running a drug game. I'm not. You took everything. So I want to make sure that it's in the laboratory, and I want to have it tested to make sure that this is what you originally took from me. Because don't you guys test it, right? To make sure that it's not this type of amphetamine or that one for charges. I want to make sure that it's in the room. Okay, so that means that you've been the one that's robbing people, starting shit, and then selling it back in our hood with fentanyl. That's something that's about to come up this week with the feds. Yeah, back-to-back deaths of 7 Indian students leave the community shaken and worried. Stop playing with the computer. This is the board for Ford Foundation. They're all involved. Thank you. They have nothing. He was crying the other day. Blueprint Finance. Where are they getting all this money from? Something that just happened. This man died on the job from an overdose, and he works at a sober treatment center. He died at his job from an overdose and he works at a sober treatment center. Whoa. Yeah. How was he getting drugs? So something's going to come out in a minute how people were moving weight around at their job. Okay. SFO awarded $31 million in federal support for what? Why does San Francisco airport need $31 million? Okay. So, John Avalos, they're trying to suspend him and remove him from his seat because he criticized Senator Scott Wiener, who was very disgusting, has been involved in the death of 3 gay men and the disappearance of 6 other ones. 2 of them are still alive. So what ended up happening here is Scott Wiener is the current senator over the San Francisco area. He rigged the election and he lost to Jane Kim. He got 34%. She got the majority vote. So she hasn't said anything because she was waiting for the election tech to come out in a major way and expose a bunch of people. So she watches my channel. So she's going to find out that it's out now and that people can go out and start telling about what was going on. That she's going to get an email about this in a few weeks anyways, because there's 3 people in the state of California that are about to get removed from office because their family is affiliated with this virtual reality and what happened with election fraud. Yes, it's going down, you guys, in a very serious way with that 888. Okay. I only screenshotted this. The police disarm a man carrying an axe with a shotgun because around this time in Atlanta, somebody found the gun from a triple homicide. Somebody does not know that there was a man that was walking around. It's this video. He found a gun. And he found a gun, and it was like a Glock, and he found a chopper, and he found this that had bodies on it from a triple homicide, and that's how they were able to capture somebody's whole entire hood. Yeah, because somebody found the gun and the fingerprints on it too. Ooh. So, senior assistant district attorney, the son of the former district attorney, has been appointed to serve as the head of the East County Hall of Justice. You guys better go look into these people that they're going to go ahead and go ahead and put into these different positions in Alameda County. A lot of it is coming from Gavin Newsom because of what's going on in Oakland. People are not getting charged, and he's trying to like make it seem as if he still has like some type of power in Oakland and power in the Bay Area. Imagine being a grown-ass man and you're spending your whole entire time thinking about how to steal from a bunch of black and brown people because you're so disgusting that the minute that you get out of office, so many people are about to go fucking bad on you, and you have no money. And so now he's spending all his time trying to steal, rack up land, rack stuff up, and make deals with people. Okay, I'm going to put you here. I'm going to put you here. I'm going to put you here. Make sure you do this when I call you. Okay, I'll do that. Yeah, I can definitely do that. The minute he gets out of office, he's going to find out that all the rats that were playing in the cartel, they got sat down by their families. Don't do anything else. If this woman comes here, if any of these people come here, make sure you do your job. Do not play at your job. Do not look up any system. Hey, do not do that anymore, because the entire cartel got sat down. The dishonorable cartels, all of them sat down, and they called it's enough. The switching kids at birth thing was a little bit too much, though. That's the problem. And Martha was so extreme with this fingering people in virtual reality and like trying to play with people sexually and starting so much shit on the computer that the whole cartels that she was working with were like, I'm sorry, we can't fuck with you anymore. And that's when they started going to war with them. Oh, it was too much. The switching kids at birth and feeding children feces and playing with Daisy, it was too much. They didn't believe in that. They didn't believe in playing with her because they saw the math and the science, and they said that that's going to end up destroying white people. They'd rather be on the other side. So now this is where you get all this retail theft, people telling on each other and exposing each other because they're like, you know what, it's done with the white man. He's going to die. He's playing on the computer. He's going back and forth playing with our people. We have the power now. Look at Yanni and Huey. Look at everything that's happening. Look at all the spiritual occurrences, which I kept on telling them. You need to get this turned off because people keep on seeing this spiritual shit and they know that that's running the game. I'm telling you, some of the most ratchet people, even CGJM cartel, they had to sit down. Everybody sat down because they're like, you know what? The white man, that's it for him. He's going to end up getting hit up. So that's what's happening right now. And Gavin Newsom doesn't know that it's been done. He's looking for people, trying to get on the phone with people, stuff like that, and it's done for. So whatever they're doing here, that's going to backfire too. And this is what's actually going to get her recalled. Diverting tuition. Yeah, when you go pay online, a bunch of shit going on. Yep, getting paid from financial aid. They had a system for that too. Woo. SF Ballet received $60 million from where? Thank you. They just printed a bunch of money from the treasury and they were distributing it. They did it digitally. I told you they were stealing from the treasury. So now the feds can be, where'd you get all this money? Everyone is going to get their account fucking frozen in the next 3 days. I'm telling you, it's going to be an overnight sting operation. Watch. A new life form is hiding inside humans. What life form is hiding inside humans? Is it the one that's causing bubonic plague? Because that definitely is a life form. So I'm not really sure what they're getting at, but if they're saying that we see the bubonic plague and we don't want to be involved, I will say that's a good idea. Whoa, because you better be careful with that, because there is a plague that's about to come and hit hella people for playing with those children. Yeah, Ozempic taking obesity drugs, that can be one of them, and you get hit. Growing AI company quadruples its office space in San Francisco after raising 50 million. How is it that they all raised all this amount of money at one point in time? Is there like a calendar and everyone starts fundraising all at once? No. And the funny thing is, like, when people are doing fundraisers, some people, they do fundraising like in their quarter, like 3 or 4. Like, okay, we did revenue and sales quarter 1 and 2. We start fundraising quarter 3 to make good for quarter 4 to seal off our year so that we can have something in quarter 1 for the next year and then start our fundraising cycle off again in like quarter 3 to re-up, right? So whoever's playing games with this printing from the treasury and everyone's coming out all at once with all this money, you are really getting hit the fuck up. If a single fucking white person steps into our hood with any of that money for molestation of children or playing on the computer, you're going to get shot at. I'm telling you right now, Gavin Newsom does not know the cartel has drones. They do. They have hella sonic weapons in warfare because they have their own militaries too. So one thing that he's like afraid of too is other countries going to war with him because they put out a lot of these whites, but then a lot of these whites, a lot of these Spanish men remember that they're not white. Like, actually, I'm Spanish. Why am I playing with you? You're white. What the fuck? No. And this is where there's going to be a big ass war. Okay. Maple VC. I have a question. Where are you guys getting all these metals for all these chips and there's big ass wars going on all at once? It's like everyone came out with a bunch of metals and everyone's coming up with a semiconductor business all at once. There was 3 farms in Nigeria that have mines on them that were stolen. Oh, we have to take this line. It belongs to the government all at once. All at once, and then everyone's coming out with metals. But this is the thing though. You have nothing to worry about. If you guys watch my last coding tutorial, something got fucking turned off. There were 3 phone calls to Department of Defense staff and 1 from NATO that something had broken, some type of system that they were running had broken because of what they were doing. So I'm not too worried about this at all. I just feel like you guys should go ahead and just keep on watching these people embarrassing themselves because those metals are getting locked up in the Akasha. I'm doing it again in front of everybody. Locking the Akasha. Good. The metals won't melt. They won't have any conductive force. You won't be able to run anything on them. Good. If they want to go ahead and activate those metals, they can come to our program. They can come to us where there's dozens of people of color, developers who can go ahead and activate for them. Activate it, and you pay them, and you hire them at your company. Good. That's how it's going to be. You're going to have at least 3 or 4 high priests or priestesses working at the job. Cache of weapons, 1 million rounds of ammo. Somebody was ready for the feds. Baby. Yeah, look at those Dracos, baby. They were playing with Serbians. Whoa. Yeah, they had heavy artillery. They were ready. I don't know who's telling. This is messy. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I have this big ass pink hat and it's like hella big. So let me get a different color next time. FBI is seeking linguist and this nigga that looks like Castle. Whoa! So you guys have to realize that this all got started because the California Endowment had a staff member there named Castle Redmond, who has been a rapist and murderer for the past 20 years, going from place to place under the guise of fishing trips. So I'm going on a fishing trip, or I'm going to a conference where 2 women went missing, and women are going missing around him on those fishing trips or on those conferences. The feds have looked up all of his trips through the FAA, the aviation industry, and they found out different places that he was going. From there, they were tracking his rental car. They were able to get into the database and see where the car was going because they didn't know how like extreme that technology was. From there, they were able to see about an off rental, like going into a different place, like, oh, I just need this car for a few hours and I'll pay this much. How much can I rent for this car? I just need a car right now. Going to like off dealerships in the hood and stuff like that. Renting cars, spending all that money, stuff like that to facilitate what they were doing, and got caught. Found out about 3 specific boating companies that like rent boats for the day, and they confirmed what waters he was going to. So it doesn't matter what you guys say, it came out that he was a serial killer. And that's why I thought it was funny how everyone got involved to try to play with me and my case and play with them, because it came out that he was a serial killer. So now that we're here coding and we have gifts and we can make gold and we can do a bunch of shit, and everyone can't because they went to go chase after a serial killer and got a bunch of kids kidnapped in between, now everyone is sitting down and fucking quiet because they clearly saw that this is a spiritual war. Yeah, but how are you going to hide that 37 file? And some of you guys saw that 37 file, how it was very extreme. And I will encourage you guys to go read it because I updated it with a bunch of new information. Some of you guys have got to know that all these people that were playing, it ended up turning into a big ass sting operation and an investigation over kids switched at birth and something with human me, and then also people going missing in the social justice space. So I'm not sure what they think that they accomplished, but it's fucking hell and hot water over there every day. I'm doing fine. The whole entire time that this was going on with my case, I was working on YouTube. I was building things out. I have my code. I can go ahead and I can sit down and I have all my backend code, and I can build out my health platform and turn it into any other crypto platform in minutes. Because of what I built out, I have a crypto platform that I have, but I don't want to build it out until this ends with this 313 high priestess, because I don't want her having to go through things when she's having her baby. We have to wait for that baby to come. Something has to get exposed with what they did to that lady. Somebody has to show their face, because they don't watch my channel, so they don't know that she knows. Something has got to come out with this kid switched at birth with this high priestess. There's one person that's been missing the videos when I'm talking about it, even though people have been telling them. Something has got to come out, and it's this. So the other day, this was just Friday, and I was like, you know what, let me do this coding tutorial and get on here. And something said, I know you want to put out this crypto system because you have the code and you can just do the front end design. That's nothing. You know how to go get everything like set up and tie the back end, front end, and everything together. But it's this. And look at the license plate, 313. Okay. See, so you guys see, I've been trying to go ahead and work and get things done, but it's this 313 nonsense that's causing a bunch of chaos. So I want you guys to like really just know that I've been trying my hardest to get this stuff out, but it really is this 313 chaos, and it needs to come to an end. So now, one of the things that's happening here is people are getting hit, but the FBI is seeking linguists because they're trying to decipher what is being said in the virtual reality technology, and it's a hyperdimensional language. It translates as hyperdimensional when it's going into that technology to confuse people. Okay, so now I just wanted to say MIT OpenCourseWare, they have classes that you guys can go online and you can take classes at MIT for free. So if anybody wants to ask me like where I learned from the best, right? I learned at MIT. I took these classes online, and that's how I learned about this bullshit that you're doing and how to expose you. Yes, people do that all the time. There's a lot of people, developers that are self-taught. They never went to school and things like that. They just taught themselves. And a lot of the companies, they like hiring them versus people that went to school for years and years and years because of how they teach confusion in the coding programs. Yeah, so like a lot of the time that people that go to school for computer science, that's because they like computers. They only decide to go if just on paper say that, look, I went to school and I have all this information and know-how, or they get encouraged by the pedophile groups to go to school so they can go learn secrets and stuff like that, like about secret permissions, how to hack people's computer, how to like store a bunch of child pornography on people's phone and they don't even know it until now, and do all those other things. So you guys can go and learn on there and go take a bunch of free classes. I think that's a good thing. So this is going to explode. I just needed to show this to the feds. Docker and Kotlin is going to come up. Dispatch really for tech stacks. Like a lot of these companies, sometimes they buy outside coding and stuff like that, outside tech to deploy their programming and whatnot. So just be mindful of this. And this dude, he works at ByteByteGo. So it's him and Alex that work at ByteByteGo, and they watch my channel too. And we've been like planning a bunch of stuff because they're trying to show you which different apps have been tapping everyone's entire fucking network and building this fake database behind the scenes of everyone's memory and data. Yeah, Everywhere Communications. This is the one that's very gully. This is so gully. This is so ratchet. And it's too ratchet. This is so ignorant. What they're doing. Whoa, I'm not even gonna expose them because I'm just like, you know what, bro? Like, I can't even expose you because you did your thing because for so long you guys were causing hell and chaos with these undercover trap phones. This is what they're doing here. Yeah, it's for people that work on like the seas and stuff like that, so they can have a phone and text message and things like that. So a lot of pedophile networks and stuff like that, they're getting these little phones that are about to get tapped by the feds because this is who's running it, and then they're gonna find whole entire networks of crypto hacking and a bunch of other bullshit and laundering money and da 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 da. Yeah, everyone's getting hella mad. Where the fuck is our money at? Yeah, that's not about to happen. No, it's not. Nah, nah. And that's why I'm not. They stole hella money from me. They did. They stole hella money from me. I almost went like into poverty several times. But I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna trip off this because I know how to like make money and stuff like that. I was like, oh, you know what? Let me start like doing my public health thing again. Let me start telling people about what happened. Let me finish this stuff with this case. Let me get this stuff started. Let me start getting people situated and get them in order. Let me start doing what I know that I can do. And I was okay. Some people don't have that option anymore. A lot of these karmics that went to go play with those whites, they don't even have those options. They can't go to work. They can't even get on Uber because there's something about this technology that they were playing with. Their IP address was being tracked the whole time, but also too, the technology that they were playing with, certain people were able to go into the technology and like find information out about who was playing with it, and they put it on their background check. So a lot of you guys don't know that because you were uploading people's photo, you were starting certain things, people were reporting you to the police and telling on you and saying your name in virtual reality. You don't know that on your background check when you go to look for a job or house, it says hella shit about you playing with technology and starting shit with people. Just like Desiree, the period blood bandit, she doesn't know that this is all on her background check. A lot of them have no idea this on their background check. So they're wondering, that's why I got denied for school. That's why no one's responding for a grant. That's why I got denied for a new apartment. That's why I can't get a car loan. Yeah, yeah. So California Governor Gavin Newsom has announced appointments to state agencies. So this is one that you guys need to go ahead and look at. It's on California Insight. Governor Gavin Newsom appointments. Just go ahead and look at it. There's two people that played tough, ratchet ass games in the cartel. They got appointed. One of them is already being investigated. There's a list of appointments through Gavin Newsom's tenure as governor and lieutenant governor that are all getting removed once he's out of office. That's done. That's done. It might not even be up until then. It's gonna happen before July of this year. They're all getting removed. So I was scrolling on my timeline and I said, "Oh, look at Aliyah." And then I'm scrolling again at Aliyah again. She has a message for us. Mantisa and electricity. She has another coding tutorial on electricity that's really gonna break the computer down in a core component. It's just the pathway for Mantisa being able to come down and speak with the metal. That's gonna stop completely. The metal will no longer respond to Mantisa. Okay, there's going to be a new speech that we're just going to hold over until we bring down the new system. And that's it. Okay. Yeah, wandering officers problem. Whoa. Yeah, Chicago is turning off a shot spotter. That's gonna start a fucking war. Do not let these niggas see this. Actually, I was listening to King Von. Hey, you guys are big ass rats for killing King Von. Now I see why there's so much chaos in Chicago. You guys are big ass rats for that. I'm just gonna say you niggas are hella jealous, and I don't accept bitch assness at all. You guys should have never even started that because I know a lot of you guys want to know how I feel about certain things. I think that was a bitch ass move to kill King Von because he really had fucking flows. That nigga has bars. He's barred up for life. And I'm telling you, with this nonsense that you guys got started, work with these space travel companies and help them get like further out where they can be able to move like their spaceships into different places, and we'll also like invite them to different like planets. Some of these other spaceships, they don't get to come to planets. No, they stop at asteroids. They can only go to banished bitches and wastelands. You guys are going to get to go to all the dope planets and pick up King Von, pick up Nipsey Aliyah, and bring them to the planet because we're still here. Like, one of the things you guys have to understand is planet Earth, there's 3 types of planet Earth just in this Milky Way galaxy. So when they're saying that there is no other Earth, we found no life out in space, that's a big ass fucking lie, because where are you getting all those fucking chemicals from? And how are you growing weed in space and bringing it to the planet? Where are you getting alcohol from? Where are you getting baking powder and baking soda from? Wait, hold on. Where are you getting fentanyl from? It's coming from space. So now what's about to end up happening is you guys don't know that there's a lot of people that have been working at these different biotech companies and stuff like that. I just had a call with this lady. She worked at the top biotech company in the United States. She called me the other day because she saw me posting on LinkedIn and was like, my family has been impacted by this. I need your help. They were uploading her to find out trade secrets, find out about her family's farm in India, and starting a bunch of shit. I'm telling you, she saw it all. Like, and she was like, when you're talking about aliens and you're talking about them playing with people in space, I saw all of it. Colonizing Mars, getting different things from the out there, bringing drugs to the planet, all that. I saw all of it. You guys have no fucking clue how ratchet this is about to get with the California endowment, because there's people that have proof. Oh, we don't get involved in that. Yeah, you do, because you invested in them. It's right here. Oh, well, we didn't know. Yeah, you do, because you had a meeting about it. It's right here because it's on the meeting notes because somebody leaked this. Ooh. And it's already filed with the SEC. Come on now. So they're going to turn off the shot spotter. But this is what I was telling you, how the shot spotter is connected to everyone's phone. What do you mean? That it's connected to a specific device, a specific level of coding that they put on your phone to pick up specific type of like waves and frequencies. So you guys don't know that there's like a high powered radiation device on your phone to play with this shot spotter. Some police go in your neighborhood, they'll stand right by your house and start putting off the shots, and then his friends will come, other police officers, so they can come to your house and make it seem like you're the one doing it. But it says that it's over here. Can we search your home? No, that's not me. And I didn't hear anything. Are you sure that that was a gun? I'm telling you, this shot spotter has started so much shit. They're going to turn this off everywhere. It's going to be a fucking war. I'm about to be outside like, whoa! Oh, yeah, he got hit. He got blown away. He got blown away. Yeah. Whoa. You just don't know. Yeah, former CEO of YouTube, her son died because she was playing on YouTube. Yes. Baby. Yeah. Vicky Wojcicki or some nonsense like that. Yes. Yeah, her son got killed, baby. Yeah, they planned it in the cartel. He comes and gets weight from me. Bequite, what do you think? I don't know. We can maybe maybe we can work with Queen after. Hey, brother, I'm going to tell you right now, you have a lot of good luck. Don't worry about it. You're not going to get caught. They have nothing. They checked the burner. They checked the phone. They found the burner. It's not connected to nobody. There's spell work on it because they saw that you were working with him and like you planned this a long time ago because you saw what his mom did on YouTube. Yeah, she's hella dishonorable, Queen. I've been watching your channel for a long time and I'm watching now. Whoa, I just wanted to say, how is this happening? You can record this. You can tell your friends you're famous now and you can go across the border. And now you need to up your prices because you're going to get a new connect. Yeah. Hey, God is good. God is good. God is real, love is real, Queen. I just wanted to say I'm really happy for those of you guys that can hear me. Yeah, we play with pequite sometimes, but we have other weight. With whites, we give them pequite, but for the blacks and others, we give them the coca because they deserve it. But hey, Queen, he was just a problem, and I felt like he was trying to blow up our spot, so we said that we're going to take him out the game, only to find out that his mom, that La Puta Medra, whoa... Yeah, she was playing too much, playing on YouTube, starting stuff with PJ Blogging, and we just couldn't have it anymore. So we just, we decided to off him. Yeah, baby. Whoa. So, yep, here we go again. This time in Colorado. Yeah, University of Colorado. But then look at this. 16-year-old girl missing, playing with IFTM, and playing in the Ethiopian community. And starting too much shit. So this one, 2 people have been found shot dead in the university dorm room, Colorado. Look at this one. Oh no. Yeah, New York, NYU. What is happening? You guys wanted to play with that computer, so the computer's playing with you. So now it's like a long, never-ending episode of Black Mirror. So, yeah, shit, baby, I'm telling you. Yeah, keep on playing. And she works for Cook County Public Defender. Come on now. Yeah, dying in India. Another Indian movie actor. Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Her name is Stephanie. Wrong Stephanie. A Jamaican Stephanie. Wrong Stephanie. But I understand, but it's the wrong Stephanie. I guess somebody kept on hearing Stephanie's name in the virtual reality because Stephanie started hella shit with fucking magic. So much so that it made it to her mom. So what ended up happening was I guess they heard the wrong Stephanie, but she was doing a lot of nonsense. She was trying to rob people, and she ended up getting killed. Yeah, this is very serious, you guys. You guys have to be careful. You females, this is not the first time that this has happened this year, where several females in the Jamaican community have gotten killed. Did you guys remember Aquila? Here, Aquila from Toronto. She's trying to tell me that there's more. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, Aquila Campbell. Yeah, playing games in the Jamaican community, starting shit with lace fronts and causing too much chaos. There's another one that died. Jamaican. Whoa. And then also what happened with Bob Marley's grandson and playing with Musa. Yeah, Slickiana. No, it's not this one. It's a different one. Let me see. Jamaican influencer. She went missing and they found her body. This one. It's not this one. Let me see. There's so many of them that went missing because Stephanie playing with the magic and running her mouth like, yeah, I do magic for Drake. You can come run with us and do this and do that. And they started like losing their mind. Yeah. Drake found out about this. Why are you telling people that you run with me? And it's getting a bunch of people killed. No, stop telling people that you fuck with me because it's getting bitches killed. Because it is. Because everyone's getting robbed. So that means if you play with Stephanie, you play with Drake, and that's how we're getting robbed. Who? She was on Black Girl and Lost. If you guys go check Black Girl and Lost, you're gonna go find her page. Yeah, they murdered her. Jamaica, cold blood. Jamaican influencer. She has a son. Who? This is not the one. She died in 2023 last year. Yeah, it was very serious. Um, yeah, this one too. Drake playing with Drake, and starting too much shit, and starting too much shit. So, what ended up happening here? Okay, are you guys paying attention? I think that you guys should stop playing with whatever you're playing with and stop playing with magic because you guys are going through too much danger and chaos. My life is okay. It's crazy what happened, but my life is okay. You guys are not gonna have the same opportunity as me to clean up and heal yourself. I didn't do anything. You guys started a war. What I was dealing with was I was getting karma for eating animals, and that's really just it. Like I pulled the flower off of its bud, like that type of thing. When when you're kids and you're running through, and there's like a bunch of trees and stuff. Like when we would walk home, I would pluck like leaves or things like that when we were kids. But for the most part, I respected nature. I always try to clean up and things like that. I never really killed bugs and things like this. I always tried to like move them to different places. I tried my best, but I still was getting karma for stuff like that. Imagine like you guys are really, imagine you guys are getting karma for like orchestrating robberies and destabilizing whole fucking economies because you don't know that it's just a few of these high priests that are like, they're doing their business and they're feeding and supplying whole entire communities. It's not about being like the biggest person, having nice clothes and nice shoes. Sometimes it's like I wear these same shoes. I've had the same shoes for a year, but I'm rich in my village. Everyone knows me. I've made roads. We have 3 schools. We have a hospital. We've employed a bunch of nurses. We have doctors. We finally have things going here. People can go to this place and they can use the phone and computer for free because of the work that I've done. And that's just off my job. It's $64,000 a year. I'm not rich, but my community is rich. I can go back home today and I can live like a king. You guys are not seeing things properly here. And that's why I just have to say, you need to be very careful when you're doing these games, baby girl. You can't play these games, sister. You will lose your life playing with these niggas. You see how I get on here and I can expose people like this because I know for a fact that I'm not goofy. The cartel will kill anybody over me. Period. If I say I want that bitch to get her head knocked off, she will get her head knocked off. If I say that I want her exposed, she will get exposed. If I say let's set him up and get him put in jail, they will get set up. They will get put in jail. It will happen. And that's because I'm not goofy and I know the power in my hand because I help the community and I know that my community is helping me. You see, you guys cannot go and play those games like, oh, I know a few farms and do this and do that. And I saw that they had cannabis there. Let's go portray these people, play games with their weight, bring the white man over here and start a bunch of shit, and now we're disenfranchised. You guys cannot do that type of stuff. It's too treacherous. These niggas will not play with you. They're gonna go Rambo on your ass. I just have to tell you, some of you guys are crying listening to this, but you can't play a game like that. Look what you guys did with Suavecita in Spanish America. Putting on perfume, glamoring these niggas with booty shots, putting pequite and coca in their meats and in mocajetes, and then feeding them a bunch of smashed up peppers and stuff like that from the mocajete, and you're cooking a pernil and it has coca in it. You guys have got to stop this chaos just to get what you want. You have to stop it. Look what happened in Spanish America. They slaughtered all those Suavecitas. They got booty cheeks being sold and everything. People know it's silicone. It's not pork. It's not pernil. It's silicone. It's some woman that they killed and they slaughtered and they're selling her body. You guys have got to be careful with this type of stuff. You can't operate and move like that. It's not the time for that game. That's all I had to say. Yeah. She was gorgeous too. That's a shame. I would hate to see her dead body. It's tragic. Yeah, San Jose Trauma Center set to close. Yeah, they don't got no money. Yeah, Amazon, Google, Meta, and Microsoft among tech companies to sign pact combating AI-generated election trickery. They have to sign a pact. Like, oh, we're gonna help with this. It's like a joke. Like we created the election fraud, and now we're on the council to try to like abate it. But it's not because everyone's watching what's going on with that. There's a lot that's about to blow up with this whole council in a minute. Yeah, San Diego County woman charged as a ringleader of retail schemes. And you know, other people are moving weight and they're doing their own business too. That's not your job to go investigating. Where are you getting your coca? Where are you getting your piquite? Where are you getting your supply? That's not really your business. Your business is to try and start your own thing honorably. If you can't start like the way that they're starting and you want your bags and your clothes and your shoes, where there's something called Temu, there's something called Amazon, it's called Ross or secondhand until you can get those things. You don't have to disenfranchise other people if you want to live large, you know? There's ways around it. You have a friend in the United States. She has an EBT. You know what? Let me come down over there. I can do this so I can do this and let's start like our hot dog stand. Eventually, I'll be able to work our way up. Look, now we can get our papers. Look, I can get benefits, medical benefits. Look, they took my asylum papers. Look, I can go get a job. I can do this and I can do that. You guys are playing too much like that El Chaveza from New Mexico or Arizona, wherever he's from, that's running around playing games with everyone's coca. Now he's on the run. You guys went to go play with him. Look how many people got killed over that because they were stealing people's coca and leaving the state. You see what I'm talking about? You guys cannot play those type of deadly games anymore. They will kill you. You see somebody else moving their business. Why are you telling and calling the police? You're doing shady too. But they're trying to do shady in a better way. It's just whites. They can make the money back. They can put the product back. Look, you guys want to go, oh, we're going to do the same thing. And you stole the whole store. You didn't even know that these people were actually paying. Like, okay, I will buy boxes of this. I'll buy boxes of this or bags of that. And I can go resell it in my own country. And you guys were dismantling the whole entire economy. Come on now. Yeah, there's yeah, she told the judge that she got her information from a tarot reading. They're trying to sue her. You got to be careful with this because there's something that she said, because if she's being sued, that means that there's something factual that she said that got somebody pissed off. Okay, because why are you suing her? Okay. The Department of Justice removed Russian malware from the computer. Okay, is it before or after they put it on there though? Because how did the United States government go in and be able to access everyone's router like that? So they were the ones hosting it in the first place, trying to make it seem like, oh, we're dismantling this bullshit that we put on everyone's computer. Don't worry about the child pornography because everyone's complaining about it. A Ukrainian national has pled guilty to his role in 2 different malware schemes. Basically, the hostel that was down the street from my house that was hosting a bunch of Russians and Ukrainians ended up getting hit the fuck up. They didn't know that their camera was tapped and their Wi-Fi was tapped the whole time. They ended up finding out who all their connect was and who was doing all this other bullshit because they were looking into them. So now they found out who was doing all this. So now it's done. Yeah, DOJ disrupts Russian hacking campaign that was playing with small businesses. You remember that receipt Remember that receipt? And I said that one of them was following me to the store and I took his receipt and I got the card number off his receipt and we did that spell. That's exactly how this ended up happening because they were going into the cartel using card skimmers, going to their grocery stores. Oh, maybe let me use this card. Okay, I got 3 businesses. And just using one card after another, and then going into their system and then putting an overlay where anytime somebody purchases something or a percentage of all your proceeds would get put onto a bank account or a card that they can spend money on. And you had these filthy, disgusting, delusional ass whites running around doing that at people's business and their hard earned money was getting stolen. I'm telling you, there's so much that's about to explode in the California endowment space for like starting this bullshit and then amping it up and ramping it up because people thought that by playing with me, they can go out and do all this stuff because this investigation into the sound technology included all these people that were playing with these technologies and they let it keep on going. So now they have to explain how they've been not charging anybody with this, not helping the cartel, not giving them their money, not giving them their money back from victim of a crime, but they've been playing on my YouTube channel talking about Daisy's getting charged for exposing child pornography and pedophilia. I'm not getting charged for shit. I'm just watching them like get caught up. So federal regulators are probing whether Cash App leaves open door to money laundering and terrorists. Cash App doesn't need more regulations. Just leave it the fuck alone because we will build a new one on you. What Cash App needs to stop doing is stealing people's money, and that's just really it. This is another one. Catherine Horner Coble, interim branch head at the Renee C. Davidson Courthouse. There's a new branch director at the courthouse. Why? Because hella shit is going on and Gavin Newsom again is playing, but there's 3 things going on where people are really getting removed from their job. So they had to put in new people. This is the courthouse where I had my court case. I told you they investigated the fuck out of them. Yes, they had to remove people and they had to replace people. Yes. I told you that started hella shit. Anyways, you guys, that's what I have for you for Proof of Chaos. Thank you so much.